This Bubba Exotic Motorsports production is brought to you in part by Blog Talk Radio, host of our #1 rated internationally syndicated automotive podcast as heard on the Bubba's Motorsports Network, and by Schumacher Chevrolet, SchumacherAuto.com, Schumacher.com, SchumacherAuto.com, and finally by Robertson Racing LLC.com, RobertsonRacingLLC.com. Visit them for all your lubricant needs. Hey, good morning, Bub. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Did you get the OK symbol?
I got the OK symbol.
Then we're ready to go.
Said we're ready to go. Good morning, everybody out there around the world. Hey, Bub, a lot of great things going on today we want to share with everybody. We're standing in front of the Schumacher dually that's going to be getting us around this year. It's a big, big thing. We got a big announcement coming to everybody this year. We know that we do a lot with the Supercar Week show. I just found out today, I was talking to John, the general manager over there. I've talked to Reggie over at Turbonetics. I've talked to Bud Robertson, our lubricant sponsor. There is going to be an official announcement made. There will be a Bubba Edition Schumacher Supercar Week Camaro.
Oh yeah, for the whole world to see.
There it is.
This thing's going to be insane. It's we're starting off with a brand new Camaro.
Brand new Camaro from Schumacher Auto. That's correct.
So we're going to do a complete again, just another industry trendsetter, and we're going to take this thing easily to the 700, 800 horsepower range with a full Turbonetics kit, doing a lot of nice designs to it, a lot of custom accenting, custom wheels, custom upholstery, and we got to have this thing ready in 11 months.
Exactly.
And it hasn't been done, which that doesn't seem like a lot of time. It seems like a lot of time, but not when you're trying to build something that's one-off. It hasn't been done yet.
When you did the Turbonetics Camaro, the SSX Concept Camaro, and people can see that on our website at Bubba's ExoticMotorsports.com. It's also all over the internet. When you did that car, that was the most thorough build I've ever seen. Everything was hidden. You had no idea. And we did 2 national tours behind that car.
Yeah, that car went, it went virtually everywhere. I mean, all the way across the U.S. and magazines, media, TV, everything. It was all over the place, wasn't it?
It was. It sure was. And that scrolls on the front page of our website there. So Bubba's ExoticMotorsports.com.
So
big announcement coming out of Schumacher today and their group over there, Jeff, John, all of those guys over there, big. They're getting us around this year, Bub, in this Schumacher dually to all of the events to complement our new trailer that we've got coming along.
There's a lot of things coming for this too, by the way.
There really are.
Yeah.
They just installed the, I'm really liking the roll-lock bed liner that they installed on it. It's really nice.
Yeah, really nice. Super smooth action, really nice setup, clean, user-friendly, easy enough to, I mean, you could do it yourself if you really wanted to, but these guys took care of it down there. One of the great things they did, and we're enjoying it already.
It's really, really a nice vehicle. You've got a nice bed liner you're going to put in and a bed rug you're putting in that as well. Tell us a little bit, Bub, when you buy a pickup, why do you take the time to preserve the bed the way you do? Why should people do that?
Oh, I mean, you're buying a pickup for the single use of you're going to probably use the bed, so why wouldn't you put something in it? In this case, we're going to probably not do any heavy-duty bed usage in this one because with a 3500 dually, you're usually going to be using a trailer, so really no need to throw stuff in the bed at that point except small items. So because you're always going to be trailering something, a bigger hauler, whatever it's going to be. So this one we're actually doing is using a company called Bedrug. We're using it's a complete carpeted system that lays in, looks absolutely beautiful. It literally makes the inside of the bed look like the inside of the truck. It's a smooth carpeting, looks really clean. We're going to install it in here probably later this afternoon, tomorrow. That way we can get that done. And now with the actual bed cover on the top of it, it's fully functional.
Bub, does it help resale values on a vehicle, for example, if you preserve the bed, taking care of the paint and all of that stuff?
Yeah, big time. It definitely does. I mean, anytime you can take care of your vehicle, your investment at any point, whether it even be a vehicle, merchandise, whatever household goods you have, anything. Anytime you take care of those investments, you're going to get the return on it when you go to sell it.
So it's best to go ahead and invest that little bit of money. I guess you paid $350 or $400 for the bed rug.
And it'll last a long time.
And it'll save that. The other thing is too, Bob, we were talking a little bit about trailering there. I know oftentimes we take our show bikes or we take our exotics or whatever in the trailer. What other things can be found in a trailer that you take with you outside of the merchandise that you sell at events and things like that? What things should people be thinking about as they're thinking thinking about trailering, if it's their first time or if they're an experienced trailer?
Yeah, I mean, just basics, really. I mean, some of your basic stuff, depending on how far you're going and what you're using it for, again, is, like we have on our trailer on board, on our 30-foot, we always have just a small jack. Never know when you're going to have a flat tire. So we have a small hydraulic, low-profile jack, not only for the trailer, but for the cars as well, in case something were to go wrong there out on the road. And then, just some nice maintenance tool set, just something you can get anywhere, really, just a 150-piece tool set. It doesn't have to be a $2,000 Snap-on set that you can carry around, just $100 set and you're good to go. The other things that we have on our trailer on board is we have a full hose, full detailing equipment, everything to wash cars, everything to get them cleaned up, upholstery, exterior, wax. I mean, we have it all on board just so in case there is something that goes on at these events, you never know where the weather's going to be, whether you get there, it's going to be raining. So you have to go over your stuff a couple times, sometimes 4 or 5 times during one show.
That's correct. And it's always nice to have something you can just do a quick detail or wipe down with, like a spray detailer and a nice, fresh, soft microfiber, or a hose if you want to wash something off. Either way, it works out. We carry a tire iron on board, of course, naturally.
We do. That's for beating people, though.
That's for throwing out the window at people.
That's it. That's exactly not for the wheels.
That's right. How about your merchandise? Where do we tend to carry that, or where could people carry their merchandise? Would it be in the bed?
So I mean, and that's a perfect example. So in this case, in our trailer, we would keep all of our stuff we're showing, using, displaying, stuff like that. But in the actual carpeted bed of the truck, since it's a lot, it's a lot nicer in there. There's stuff that we need to keep clean out of the weather, out of the atmosphere. We actually put it inside now that it's all sealed up with the bed cover on top as well. We put all of our clothing, our t-shirts, all the posters, signage, everything that we're going to put out, we put inside of there. So that way it can't get damaged in the moisture. Because again, it doesn't matter where you go, it's going to get rain.
Yeah, you're subject to the weather, aren't you?
Yep,
that's
always.
for sure. Hey, Bub, looks like you've been at it a little bit today. Tell us a little bit about what you're working on today.
Do you see this?
Yeah, how about that?
Today is
my skill set is here, and I'm using about this much of it right now because I'm just working on, for one of our high-end clients, we're working on one of their maintenance vehicles, doing some fleet work to it, and it actually has a transmission issue, so its fourth gear went out in this thing, and rather than installing an entire transmission and charging the customer an outrageous price, this is one of their most money-making vehicles, so we're actually pulling the valve body down, pulling the trans pan down. Usually I have fluid all over the front of me at this point. I'm still okay right now. But I've already gotten into it. I've found out what the problem is. I've diagnosed it, so I'm going to start doing repairs, put it back together, and get them out on the road.
What have you found with this particular vehicle? Was it a maintenance-related issue, or was it something that could have been prevented? Is it
this is just something
design flaw? What is
this? Is just something that's a design flaw from Ford. This is a 2004 in this case, and it's actually common for, like, this one we're working on is actually a van, so it's an E250, where the F-150s, the F-250s, F-350s, a lot of these things with these transmissions, automatics, have a fourth gear issue. So you'll essentially just lose overdrive when you're out driving, and you'll have first, second, third will be fine, but overdrive will just feel like someone pops it into neutral. So there's an actual retaining ring that holds the fourth gear servo in the bottom of the transmission itself, directly above the valve body, and that ring just snaps in half from just wear and tear.
And I think in this particular case, one of the things you were wondering is if somebody had been in that transmission before, because you're finding that the retaining ring that holds that fourth gear in the valve body is there. However, there are remnants of a previous retaining ring that you found in the pan.
That's correct. Yeah, there's 3 pieces I've already found, pretty large pieces of a snap ring, retaining ring already that I found just in the bottom of the transmission pan, in the valve body. I guess he's leaving. So I've already found a couple pieces. However, the clip that naturally this would be.
Would these be the pieces?
Yep, those are them. So the clip that this would naturally be is still in place in the transmission. So it's telling me that it's either from something further above that I can't visually see yet, which I doubt, or someone else has already been in here in the past, done this repair since it is such a common problem, and just didn't clean up all the pieces. And there were a couple that were stuck in the actual servos and the channels of the valve body itself, which will cause it to do exactly what it's doing.
And I think that speaks to quality. One of the things that you're known for as being one of the best in the industry is quality, quality, quality. Would you say that it's possible that somebody didn't check behind themselves if they put this transmission back together?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's exactly what it is. It's I think this is just a matter of somebody didn't clean up their work area when they were done. I'm actually going to talk to the client and find out when the last time this was serviced, but I think that's exactly what happened. Someone didn't service it properly. They changed this clip. That's a common problem. They didn't get all the pieces out from the last one. And the best thing you can do is get all the pieces out and lay them around until you have a full 360-degree clip.
Good point.
And then you can say, okay, well, I'm still missing an inch of it or whatever you're missing. But right now, I only have 2 inches of probably 4.5 inches. So I need to keep digging further or clean up the mess and go from there.
Go from there. Well, Bob, we're going to let you get back into it.
All right.
We'll wrap up this segment. We're glad all of you guys joined us. Stay tuned with us. We're going to be doing, there's going to be a lot of big stuff rumbling on the ground about this Bubba Edition Schumacher Supercar Week Camaro that's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
I'll be on the phone with Reggie out there in Turbonetics today, getting this thing ready to go. I think you're going to get a 17 black on black is what you asked.
We'll start with all black, and that'll come into us with the 6.2 liter V8. So we're going to take it and just run with it from there. Do some serious designs, do something that's an absolute eye catcher and stunning when when you pull up in the thing. But it's got to be completely 50 state legal. Warranty's not voided. So I'm going to be up against the wall a little bit, but I'll have a lot of fun with it and take it as far as I can.
You will, and that car will be on display at Schumacher Auto down in Schumacher Chevrolet down on North Lake Boulevard. People will be able to see it'll be on display at, right off our stage at Supercar Week, and then they'll be able to go back and see it not only there, but they'll be able to see it at the dealership again after that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always good having a V8 Camaro that can take out a ZR1 Corvette.
That's pretty good, right?
Pretty simple. Park them side by side and be like, no, you want the Camaro, trust me.
All right, man. Well, we're going to let you get back to it. Until tomorrow, Bubba, live what everybody should do here.
Just keep on doing it Bubba style.
So I'll keep on doing it Bubba style.